Well, tonight we got to chat to Nicole Purton, my sister, about her life and living in this amazing country, Hong Kong. I can't believe that she moved here. It was like 18 years ago. I was still in high school, and I never would have thought that I'd be working for racing-zac and sitting down and getting a little insight into what her life has been like, being married to Zac Purton, the jockey, and just everything that they've obviously achieved and experienced. It was incredible.
You should be so proud. And I only met Nicole last night. She showed us around the jockey club, but you can just tell in the way she talks, she loves Zac, loves their children, loves their life, but she loves Hong Kong. And I just can't wait for you guys all to hear about her talk about this beautiful country.
Yeah, neither can I. Can't wait for you guys to check it out. Here it is. So, Nicole, you arrived in this beautiful city, Hong Kong, in 2007. I had this idea in my life that I was going to be a sales agent in real estate and sell property in Sydney. And then when Zac got invited to come here as a full-time jockey, it was a big decision for me to make to move here. But as you said, it was a 6-month contract. And I remember I was very scared to come.
How old were you when you
I was
came over
18.
here? Oh my God, you're a baby. You've grown up here.
Yes.
Wow.
I was still in high school. I hadn't graduated from school, so that's how long ago it was. Yeah.
So it would have been daunting.
It was, but on the flip side, it also wasn't, because it was sort of before the age of social media. Yeah. So we didn't know anything. We flew in, we arrived. I remember there was some press at the airport. Yep. And I remember thinking, this is cool. And we were taken to our apartment in Sha Tin, which we still live at the moment. We still live there now.
The same apartment?
Yes. Yeah. And I remember the building manager, Mr. Yu, he opened the door, and I remember thinking, because I'd worked in real estate for like a year straight out of school, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this apartment's enormous, how lucky. And I will never forget high-fiving Zac, like, what a great idea this was for us to do. It is a beautiful big apartment. It is. Yeah, we're very lucky. Yeah. We live in the Jockey Club quarters. Yeah. But yeah, 6 months was the plan, see how it goes. And I remember we got in the car on like the first day and we went for a drive. And at that stage, there was no such thing as just like grabbing your iPhone and making a call. So I had a phone card that cost like 20 Australian dollars and you would get like 200 hours of calls. And I remember ringing my mum and being like, we're not coming home. Like, I know we're going to love it here. This is so cool. And we would just go out every day exploring, basically, like two little kids. Because Zac was only 23 at the time.
Really? It's so exciting at that age to just land in a new country.
And just we had nothing to worry about. Like, we didn't have kids. Zac had, like, I'd left my job. Zac had effectively left his, sold the car, given up the apartment. Like, we had nothing to worry about.
A new life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy at first, but I had no idea. We had, obviously, Douglas White was the reigning champion. He was the god of Hong Kong racing. Eric St. Martin was here, Gerald Mosse, Olivia Deleuze, Brett Preble, who else? Remind me some names. Christophe Soumillon would come and ride in the off season, so would ride. The winter season, so would ride more.
It's just a melting pot of the best, isn't it?
You name it, they were here, and then we rocked.
Baby faced and ready to go.
But it was an adventure, and I remember Zac didn't know how to get to the track.
Gosh,
that's where we were at.
That is the best.
Yes, but it wasn't easy. It was very hard, very, very, very hard. But I think what helped was that I didn't understand that. I just thought we were on this adventure, like the two of us.
Making the most of it.
Yeah, and we just, like, I do laugh. I tell this story to people when they ask me because I think sometimes people forget, like 18 years that we've been here. It's a very long time. And we have gone through every, how do you say it? Like everything that you can go through, we have to get to the position that Zac is in at the moment.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I never understood what he was going through. So I just thought, wow, we're so lucky. This is such a privilege to be here, being invited by the club. He's, riding against the best jockeys in the world. And I would get excited if he had, like, he'd come home and I'd be like, oh my gosh, you run fourth today. And he'd be like, yes, that's right. And I do laugh sometimes. Like, we've got international coming up on Sunday. Very excited for that day. Obviously, it's the biggest week of our year. But the first time that Zac competed, he actually had one ride in the last race of the day at 117 pounds, which is like the lightest that he can ride. He's come a long way since then. Very long way.
But what do you guys do in your spare time? I know that you have a horse.
What spare time?
When you're not doing, looking after the kids and running around and all of that stuff. What do you guys like to do in your spare time?
So, okay, yes, we put the things online on Instagram that we enjoy, holidays or going to restaurants, bars, riding my horse, playing golf. But we live a very normal life. We have 2 children, Roxy and Cash. Roxy's 10, Cash is almost 8.
Believe it.
So I'm just like any other normal mum, waking up at 6.
Yeah.
Crazy time until school drop off.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky that I have a great network of friends within our building and our community that, one of my best girlfriends, Jermaine Hall, we have a really good system of carpooling in the morning. I drop them to school, she picks them up. So that's like first and foremost my most important role and most important jobs of the day, getting the kids off to school and making sure they're organized. And then during the day, I'm just like any other normal person, like running errands, doing X, Y, and Z, but I might slip a game of golf in or play some tennis. I
still can't believe Zac lets you play golf. We were talking before, and I've been trying to convince Luke to teach me, and he's just like, absolutely not.
It's actually been really nice for us. It's something that we've bonded over because I've really enjoyed him. Zac's very good at golf, and he's taught me a lot. He's taught me all the rules that I'm still questioning sometimes.
Learning.
I feel like I get over the ball and I'm like, am I allowed to do this?
I'm
Before
sure
I do anything,
because
because they take it so seriously. The rules are very, very important in golf.
Yes.
But I do have a horse at the riding school that he's my priority. I ride him every day, and that's like a 2-hour round trip. I don't think it's fair to have a horse unless you're going to prioritize them.
They need a job.
Yeah. And he's like a big pet. I love him very much, Connor. He's an ex-racehorse
Is he?
from the Jockey Club. He's perfect for me.
On that note, Hong Kong shopping.
Oh,
I went down to the IFC today and I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't get to look too in depth into anything. But where should we go? I know you said you need a new pair of shoes.
so Hong Kong can be a little bit overwhelming for choice because there's so many amazing shops here. I remember when we first moved to Hong Kong, Zac and I walked down Nathan Road in Tsim Sha Tsui, and he actually said to me, he's like, you just look really like, I just kept looking up at all the buildings, like I couldn't believe my eyes at what was on offer. But I actually do enjoy a lot of online shopping because I think it's really nice that you can try things on in your own home. But there is some amazing shopping centers in Hong Kong when you do want that old school experience of going into a shop. So we've got Pacific Place, Harbour City is one of my favorites. You can get lots of kids stuff there as well in Ocean Terminal, which is connected. They have a great Zara. I love Zara as well. Like they can get anything at Zara. Yes. Where else? I think you mentioned IFC. It's also great. But to be honest, every shopping centre in Hong Kong will have something for you.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
And I love that when you go shopping, like everyone gets really dressed up to go shopping and everyone has beautiful, I mean, obviously it depends where you go, but everyone just looks so chic and
Yeah. So
it's just city lifestyle in Hong Kong. People, there's somewhere really different that is not, it's a little bit further out. It's in an area called Shekou.
yeah.
It's a beach restaurant called Copacabana. I actually went there for my birthday. I believe it's like French style food.
Yeah.
It's very relaxed, really nice, like beach, what do you call it? Like beach club style.
I would expect.
Yeah, and it's so nice on a warm summer day or coming out of summer when it's not stifling hot.
So hot in summer.
So I actually spent my birthday there because my birthday's at the end of August, so it's still really nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Had all the girls. We had, as I said, you're on the beach. It's so nice. They're really relaxed, super hospitable, great. It's a great vibe, but it's something very, very different.
Yeah.
We often will play golf at Shekou Country Club, which is beautiful. Really, it's a beautiful course. And then go down and have a drink. And there's some local restaurants down there too. Again, they're not what you'd find in the city, but they're very authentic, really, really good food and like a proper Hong Kong experience.
So Nicole, anyone that follows you on Instagram, you pretty much have your own little getaway show, really, on Instagram. You guys are going to amazing restaurants. You guys are always traveling. I think you need your own getaway, pretty much. Just to you need your own show to be able to show.
So recently I have actually been thinking about that because we're very lucky in Hong Kong. We're very close to a lot of different countries around the world, and during our time off we are able to explore different places, and we like to explore. We like to go to different places rather than going to the same place more than a few times. And I feel like I'd be quite good as a travel show host.
The way you hosted us last night, that could have been TV and scripted. I think the cameraman probably would have had sore feet too.
Literally.
But like, you'd be so good at it.
It is a new dream of mine. I feel like maybe that is something that I could do after our journey here is complete.
Well, I can see why you guys have been here for so long. We're loving being here, aren't we?
Oh, it's been the best.
Did you guys have fun at Happy Valley last time?
It was the best. But like I said, we had the #1 tour guide.
Yeah. Running up and down, and the way you run
saw
in
almost
heels.
every room in Happy Valley, I think.
And we met every single person. Like it was so much fun.
It was the best. Guys, that conversation with Nicole was just next level. Obviously, the racing world is quite small. I've watched Zac from afar achieve so much, and you do kind of feel like you know people like Nicole, but coming to Hong Kong this week, Sash, I know she's your big sister, but the way she's also taken me under her wing and she's shown us through Happy Valley, and just that conversation then telling us all of the tips and tricks.
She's great. And I also love that she's given us a few tips on a few restaurants that we need to check out that I haven't tried so far. And I think we should head across town and go and check them out. What do you think?
I am definitely keen.
She knows her stuff. I think you guys should check this out.
Oh, there's people everywhere. Are we going to die? For everyone following at home, Rich sent us in the wrong direction.
We found a little hidden gem, Ask for Alonzo. We're in Central and the food is incredible. It's been beautiful, isn't it? Italian food.
Beautiful. I am a huge fan of pasta.
Me
We
too.
actually came down here because we wanted to go across the road to Bali, but there's a 2-hour wait.
Flashback.
2-hour wait.
No.
And we are not waiting 2 hours for food because I am getting hangry. And I'm hungry and I cannot wait.
I don't think I could have waited
No.
5 minutes to be
Food here has been so good. I think it was worth the risk in coming over and trying something a little different.
beautiful. So good. I highly recommend coming here.
I think we've got a little bit more planned, but tomorrow we have a huge day of retail therapy, which I'm so excited for, Sar.
We need to finish this food and get ready and amp up for our shopping trip
We
tomorrow.
didn't think far enough ahead, and that we'll be trying on clothes tomorrow, and we've just had a massive carby Italian meal. So Might be interesting.
No, it's going to be good.